Tell me, state the testimony you may give, the cause not fit before this court. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Please take a seat over here. Stand right over there. Please adjust the microphone there neatly and state and spell your name for the record.
Jamel Phillips, JAMEL PHILLIPS.
Thank you.
So loud, but that's okay. Yes. That's all right. You don't have fun. That's just what you do.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Phillips. You go by any other names than Jamel Phillips?
Yes.
Go ahead.
AP Twelvvy.
So you're 12?
Yes.
I can't or adjust the mic a little.
What are we doing wrong? I'm sorry.
It's a bit on the loud side.
Yeah.
It's not that loud. All right, let's try that.
Okay, try it again.
AP Twelvvy.
Better.
Better? You don't have to jump into that mic. And is ASAP Twelvvy a stage name?
Yes, it is.
What do you do for a living, Twelvvy?
I'm a musician, a designer, a model. I have a brand called My Last Year Being Broken.
That shit being broke.
Yes.
And what is that brand?
My Last Year Being Broke is a mantra like ASAP. So it's a program like a Big Brother program. We mentor kids.
Capturing relevance overall.
Straight.
We mentor kids. We have back to school drives, studio sessions. I'm trying to get the studio sessions under insurance because to me music is like medicine. Also, I sell apparel. I have therapeutic slides that I created when I was healing from an inguinal hernia surgery. And I'm also providing those to senior citizens.
When you say slide, is that like a slipper or something?
It's a slipper, yes.
And you produce and sell those, or in some instances donate them?
Capturing relevance over 352 as well.
And so aside from music, clothes, Big Brother program, and the therapeutic slide, anything else?
No, that's it right now.
As far as your music's concerned, are you currently recording?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you recently release a song on Apple?
Capturing relevance, Your Honor. Sustain.
Where do you live?
I live in New York,
What part of New York?
Harlem, New York.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up between Harlem and the Bronx.
You know where Rakim is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You know what any other names?
ASAP Rocky.
And you see it here, right?
Yes.
When did you meet Rocky?
I met Rocky when I was about 15, so around 2005.
Okay, and how did you meet him?
I met him at it was like a rap battle, you know. Before we turned ASAP, there's some other kids that was like bubbling in New York. They had a rap battle in New York, and I met him.
And how old were you all about that?
I was 15, so Rocky had to be either 15 or 16. He was only like a couple of months older than me.
How old are you now, sir?
I'm 35.
Where did you go to school?
In New York, at MLK High.
What does ASAP stand for?
Always strive to prosper.
And didn't you try what ASAP is?
ASAP is a collective of not only brothers, of women too, kids across the world, models, athletes, designers, philanthropists, you know, kids that took a negative situation and turned it into a positive.
And have you maintained a relationship with Rocky since high school?
Yes.
Would you consider him a good friend today?
Yes.
What was that relationship with him after high school?
So after high school, we kind of got closer because the founder of ASAP, Steven Rodriguez, ASAP Yams, he had us as artists of the label, you know. So we would get on the phone, still sharp and still get on the phone, work on our lyrics, work on our music, you know, just be there for each other. Talk about the plans for the future, and yeah, just built a great bond.
And at that point, did you start seeing Rocky more often?
Yes, I did. So I would see him like at studio sessions, musical events, parties, hanging out in Harlem, in the Bronx. See him often.
Was there a point in time when you ever lived together? Excuse me.
Yes. So in 2011, when Rocky first got signed, he moved all the artists and his friends of the ASAP Collective to an apartment on 57th Street in New York City. It was a small apartment. We was in there like 20, like a group of 20 people. And to me, that was it was like it was great to see that somebody.
Sustain.
How about this ASAP Illz? Was he part of that group?
Yes, sir.
Tell us what he did.
ASAP Illz, he didn't create music. He was more like a model and a designer. You feel me?
There came a point in time where Rocky sort of hit it big.
Yes.
Okay. And were you there for that?
Yes, I was. We're all there for that. When he first got signed in 2011, like I said, he moved
Where else
us.
did that refer to? Mr. Phillips, when you're asked a question, like a yes or a no question, just answer yes or no, or I don't know, or I don't recall. Don't volunteer anything.
Okay, no problem.
If the attorney wants to flesh it out, then he'll ask you another question.
All right, no problem.
All right, go ahead.
By the way, I assume it's your first time testifying in the courtroom.
Yes.
Okay. Did Rocky provide opportunities for you?
Yes.
That's irrelevant. Overall.
Correct.
Yes, he did.
And what were those opportunities about?
Objection 352. Overruled.
So Rocky was the first artist to be signed into a major label. So with that opportunity, he gave the other artists and ASAP record deals.
And did you create music with Rocky?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
I've been creating music with Rocky since I was about 16, 17, you feel me? And not only be able to create music, he gave me the opportunity to be his, I guess his hype man on tour. And with that, I will go to the venue, check out the venue, check out the layout, do everything that he would need to do before he gets to the venue and give him a rundown.
Okay, so when you said the words, hate man.
Yes. Okay.
Tell the jury, what's a hate man?
Okay, a hype man is when you have a primary artist, which is ASAP Rocky, and then being that I was one of the, I guess, upcoming artists, AP Twelvvy on the label, I was able to learn from him and learn the role, learn the business, and also learn the stage. He gave me the opportunity to, I guess, control the crowd serve, do everything that you have to do for a show, you know, and keep the crowd going, keep the crowd participation high. How you did.
When did you start doing that hate man thing for him?
I think 2011, 2012.
And when did you do that until, roughly?
Until about 2016.
And what did you do after that, do yourself, 12 years?
So after 2016, the individual artists in ASAP had kind of established solo careers, you feel me? So I branched off to do a solo tour. And my first day of my solo tour, I ended up getting an inguinal hernia. And I couldn't be Rocky hype man anymore, and I had to slow down from traveling for a little while.
What year was that, roughly?
That was 2016.
And there's no point in time where you moved to California with Rocky.
Yes.
When was that?
We moved to California with Rocky in 2012. So in 2012, and then again in 2022 during COVID.
How about in 2020? Were you living with Rocky in 2020?
Yes, yes.
Where was that?
That was West Hollywood in LA, yes.
In 2020.
2020.
And Rocky helped your career at that point at all? 2020?
Yes. In 2020, he helped me get out my Sony deal.
Get out of your Sony deal?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a Sony deal
I had a Sony deal, and he helped me get out of it.
out of it. So
Yeah.
for whatever reason, you don't get into the details, but it wasn't working out for you, some deal, and Rocky helped you get out of the deal.
Yes.
Did at some point in time you guys stop working together?
We probably stopped being business partners, but never stopped being friends.
Okay. When did you stop being business partners or doing professional work together?
Maybe like 18 or so, you feel me? Because I was already an ASAP Twelvvy, like a solo artist, and ASAP Rocky was building his label, but he was also signing other artists, you feel me? So I just felt the need to just work on my own career.
But you still remain close friends?
Yeah, that was my friend, my brother.
So you moved to California twice, according to your testimony, 2012 and then 2020?
Yes.
And what were you doing when you moved to LA?
Just creating music, working out, just building a bond.
Do you know someone by the name of Ephron?
Yes, I do.
And do you know him by any other names?
Yes. AP Relli.
And how'd you meet him?
I met AP Relli through the ASAP Collective, We all grew up together. We all grew up in the same boroughs. We used to hang out with each other, go to events, go to musical sessions, the gym, you feel me? With a brother.
And roughly what year you met him?
I met him around the same time I met Rocky, so around 2005, 2006.
Okay. And tell us the story what your relationship with Relli was like.
I had a good relationship with Relli. We would get up, we would work out together. He had musical artists, so I would work with his musical artists, and we just would build a bond. Being that we were part of the ASAP Collective, treated him like a brother, like everybody else in the collective.
At that time, in the early years, what was comparing your relationship with Rocky and Relli? Was it similar, the same, different?
In the early years, it was the same, but when Rocky started getting way busier, I remember Rocky helped me get my passport, and from there we would travel the world a lot. We wouldn't really be in like New York or the States, so I didn't have too much time to deal with Relli at that moment. But we would still speak and stuff like that.
When was the last time you saw Relli?
Last time I saw Relli was, I think the summer of 2022 in the Bronx.
So, well, tell us about that.
I was living in the Bronx, and he was living across the street from me. And this particular day, I was reading a book. So I'm reading a book outside.
At this point,
Sustain.
Your arm is impeachment? I think approach if you like.
All right. Go ahead.
Guys.
Continue.
Yes.
Okay, so I was reading a book. He lived down the block from me, and this is like the same neighborhood we would work out in. So we were known to see each other, but this is the first time I've seen him in a while. So I'm reading a book. I'm reading I think Who Killed Martin Luther King by James Earl Ray.
Yes, relevant to what you read. You're right, but go ahead.
My apologies. So I'm reading a book, and I see somebody like walking towards me. So at first, like I put the book down a little bit, and then I hear something. Then I hear something again. So then I focus and I notice it's him. And then like I catch him say something about Rocky did bad by not taking.
Your Honor, we need to approach on
You've established what you need to establish. Go on to something else.
Your Honor, that's an issue we do need to approach. I cannot